The new necramech Bonewidow is absolutely amazing. It's been probably a week now since Operation Orphex Venom has arrived on console, and of course I bought them on the first hand from the market. You can pick them up from there if you don't feel like grinding for that thing, because yeah, it's very annoying grinding for something that's already in the market. But I have to say, if you don't have the platinum for it, definitely go pick them up. Um, all the parts and everything is in hard demos. So that being said, it's been a week since or Operation Orphex Venom arrived, and playing with Bonewidow is so amazing. I love taking him to the Operation Orphex Venom, and he's actually a really nice necramech. To take to the Operation Orphex Venom, I've just been doing that so much than using the Voidrig. But I have to say, yeah, he's really amazing to play with. His abilities are really nice as well, except for one. I think that was not necessary or useful to put in Bonewidow. But we're going to take a look at all the abilities, and starting with Meat Hook, skewer and hold a target. Use again to hurl the victim, damaging them and anyone near the impact site. So this ability picks up an enemy and basically just throws the enemy into other enemies. Kind of like how Hulk, if you know Hulk, picks up enemies and start hitting people with that enemy, which is funny as hell. He kind of basically does what Hulk does, but instead of that, he just throws the enemy into other enemies. Shield Maiden is is a shield, of course, that blocks incoming forward damage, just like you see displayed on Bonewidow. This is his shield. Um, yeah, just when it's active, you go invisible or invincible for a couple of seconds, and then that's when Steel Maiden is active. So yeah, that's when you start taking damage, and it runs on a shield capacity, I guess, something like that. So it takes a couple of seconds to for its duration. And yeah, I'm just throwing that out there if anybody didn't notice why it was taking so long for Shield Maiden to cast again, is because it goes on a duration once it's damaged. So basically, it kind of has to repair itself. Firing line, sweep surrounding enemies into the line of fire with a force beam. I feel like this one was a pretty nice, but I guess not really kind of useful. I mean, they kind of go in the air, I guess when they say a line of fire, which doesn't necessarily do anything really, just sweeping them in the air, that's really just all it does, kind of. I guess it kind of pulls them towards you as well, but I really don't know much about this ability. It says what it does, but I don't know. Exalted Iron Bride, just like the Exalted Blade from Excalibur, summon a devastating Exalted Blade. But this is a Exalted Ironhide, so it's a big weapon that he holds in his hand, and I gotta say it does some amazing damage. I've been getting orange crits from it. It says it has blast damage and heat damage to it, and but it really does do some orange crits in there. I'm sure it could do more, but I really don't have a lot of mods to put on my melee. Now, when it comes down to Bonewidow, and somebody did ask me for a build for him or any necramech basically, and I mean, I really don't. It's really just the same mods when it comes down to the necramechs. I don't have a lot of mods, and I think there's not much really a lot of mods out there for your necramechs. But I'm gonna break it down on the mods that I have on my Bonewidow. So first off, necramech redirection is the shield capacity 220%. The necramech vitality is 120%. Necramech intensify 30% ability strength. Necramech Rage, convert 50% of damage on health to energy. Necramech Flow, 150% energy max. Necramech Refuel, the 20% engine replenish. That is the how you run, how you do your little fast travel thingy where he goes into that he basically just moves faster when you push L1. So yeah. Necramech Augur, 240% energy spent on abilities that converted to shields. Pretty nice. Just like the Necramech Rage, but it converts damage, and this one is just energy spent for shield. And then the engine max, of course, for your engine to do a longer duration of running and all that. And basically, you will be able to run faster with this engine max. So really, I think that's just really it to my mods being put on necramechs. I mean, moving to Voidrig, same mods basically, guys. It's just same mods, never the end. But when comparing these two, they're just completely different, of course, completely different abilities. Sprint speed is more longer on the Bonewidow. Pretty nice, honestly. I didn't really even notice that. I feel like there wasn't even a huge difference. But the Voidrig has more armor, energy, health, 4,800 health, shield 2,100, and the sprint speed, of course, is 1. So when it comes to the Voidrig, it has Necroweb, hurl a canister of gravitation fluids to create a wide mire that will significantly slow enemies traveling across it. Alternatively, the canister can be shot in midair to create a fiery conflagration or conflagration or something like that. Um, yeah, honestly, I didn't know what this ability does until now reading it, so that's pretty nice. Usually, the Voidrig and the Heart of Deimos always use this on me, and I guess this was the ability that actually slows you down. Storm Shroud. So are they the necramech in a powerful electrical field that greatly enhances survivability in close combat. Enemies that strike the shroud will suffer for their impudence. This is the armor, the shield armor kind of basically. It goes into a hovering of I don't know. It does some weird thing, but it's basically like a shield, just like the Steel Maiden. But of course, it's not a shield. He's not holding an actual shield. The gravimines launch a pattern of charged mines all around you. Each mine detonates in a violent blast when touched, damaging enemies in a 3-meter radius. Now, I really hated this ability for the Voidrig that would literally kill my necramech because it does do a lot of damage. And yeah, it really just did. And yeah, it really killed me. But when I use this ability, it don't really do crap for to anybody. That's kind of bogus. Guard mode, of course, take a stationary stance of deploy maximum firepower and gain increased structural integrity for a time. So this one is really amazing. Of course, like you see here, the Arcabex or Arcubex. I have no idea what the hell that says, but this one is an amazing ability because you go into a stationary mode where you have bunch of guns firing, just like how if you trigger an alarm or something like that in like a movie, you see it in the movies where you trigger an alarm and then all you see is a machine gun popping out of nowhere and start blasting the person who triggered the alarm. So that's how it kind of works. Really nice. um Figuring out what to put on here. Let me know in the comments below if these mods actually work like the marked target when aiming. Does it actually do the 120% status chance? Because it doesn't aim, of course. All right. I just don't really know what mods to actually put on here. Of course, I know. I don't know. I really don't know what to put on there, but somebody let me know in the comments below. But yeah, that kind of breaks down my two necramechs in the game that I like. But would I have to say who's the best? I'm gonna have to go with probably the Voidrig because of his fourth ability. It is insane, and again, it could do a lot of damage to it. And I feel like if Bonewidow and the Voidrig was to go head to head, I think the Bonewidow would lose instantly because Voidrig has that fiery stationary mode going for him. So yeah, that leaves all for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. If you're new to the channel, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You know you guys can always hit me up. Thanks for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.